and gentlemen, proudly presenting their VJ Day celebrations, please welcome the Femmes, commemorating the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the Femmes.
For tuning in. For those of you who haven't seen us before, we better quickly introduce ourselves. We are 1940s harmony trio, the Femmes. I'm Meg.
I'm Shauna.
And I'm Jo. And today we're going to be celebrating the official end of World War II with some songs and stories.
And what a better way to kick things off by starting with a wartime medley that lifted the nation's spirits back in 1945. So please, sing along with us.
Bless them all, bless them all, the long and the short and the tall. Bless all the sergeants and WO1s, bless all the corporals and their blinking sons, 'cause we're saying goodbye to them all, as back to their billets they crawl. You'll get no promotion this side of the ocean, so cheer up my lads. Bless them all, bless them all. forget to wake me in the morning and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. We all love you, Sergeant Major. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. Don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me.
That medley was made famous by the Forces' sweetheart, Dame Vera Lynn, who sadly passed away this year at the age of 103.
She encompassed the selfless spirit that humanity has always needed. She spread joy through her music and inspired so many to remain hopeful.
And she certainly has been an inspiration to us femmes, so we would like to pay a special tribute to Dame Vera in her memory with our personal favourite, A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square.
That certain night, the night we met, there was magic abroad in the air. There were angels dining at the Ritz, and a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I may be right, I may be wrong, but I'm perfectly willing to swear that when you turned and smiled at me, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. That lingered over London's town, or puzzled mood, he wore a frown. How do we know we two were so in love? The whole damn world seemed upside down. The streets of town were paved with stars. It was such a romantic affair. And as we kissed and said goodnight, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. Dropping steaming up all gold and blue to interrupt That night in Berkeley
The lyrics of that song remind me of a love story which is close to my heart, and that is the one of my Nana and Grandad. They met whilst working for the same publishing house in London town. When my Grandad was sent off to war, my Nana was assigned his job to cover, and they stayed in touch as pen pals, which already is far more romantic than a WhatsApp or a Zoom call. But what I often try to imagine is how they both felt that day when she went with him to the station to wave goodbye from the platform.
Hello, railroad. Is this the railroad? I want a one-way ticket down to Tennessee. I'm leaving immediately. Chattanooga, here I come. Pardon me, boy. Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? Right on track 29. Boy, you can give me a sign. I can afford to board the Chattanooga choo-choo. I got my fare and just a trifle to spare. You leave the Pennsylvania station about 3:45. Read a magazine and then you're in Baltimore. Dinner in the diner, nothing could be finer than to have your Hamlin eggs in Carolina. When you hear the whistle blowing into the bar, then you know that Tennessee is not very far. Shovel all the coal in, gotta keep it rolling. Woo, Chattanooga, there you are. There's gonna be a certain party at the station in satin and lace. I used to call funny face. She's gonna cry until I tell her that I'll never roam. So Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home? Hey there, girl. Yes, 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 I'm a-coming back to Tennessee. Hey there, girl. Yes, 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 I want a one-way ticket on a Chattanooga choo-choo train. Hey, pardon me, boy. Choo-choo. Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo-choo-choo? Right on track 29. My baby, I'm fine. Boy, you can give me a sign. Give me a very good sign. There's gonna be a certain party at the station, all dressed up in satin and lace. Oh, what a funny thing. I used to call funny face.
I used to call him just a funny face.
She's gonna cry until I tell her that I'll never roam. So Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home?
If you saw the trailer for this concert, then there is a chance you'll be expecting some special guests.
Well, you are in for a treat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would love to introduce to you the Old Fashions.
Buzzer took the monkey for a ride in the air. The monkey thought that everything was on the square. Buzzer tried to throw the monkey off of his back. The monkey grabbed his neck and said, "Now listen, Jack. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Ain't no use in diving.
You gotta straighten up and
What's the use in jiving?
fly to the steps so
Straighten up
high.
and fly
Now
right.
listen here.
Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. The buzzer told the monkey, you were joking me. Release your hold and I will set you free. The monkey looked the buzzer right dead in the eye and said, "Sure he used to touch you, but it sounds just like a lie. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. In the mood.
That's it, 'cause I got it and
In the mood.
your ear will spot it when you're
In the mood. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Ain't no use in diving. What's the use in jiving? Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Fly right.
Oh, tico, tico, tick, oh, tico, tico, tock. This tico, tico, he's a cuckoo in my clock. And when he says cuckoo, he means it's time to woo. It's tico time for all the lovers on the block. I've got a heavy date, a tete-a-tete at 8. So tico, tico, tell me, is it getting late? If I'm on time, cuckoo, but if I'm late, woo-woo. But when my heart is out to wait, I want to wait. We're just a birdie and a birdie who goes nowhere. He knows that every lover's lane and how to go there. For in affairs of the heart, my Tico's terribly smart. He tells me gently, sentimentally at the start. Oh, I hear my little Tico, Tico calling, because the time is right and shades are kind of falling. I love that note so cuckoo, cuckoo in the clock. Tico, 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 tico tock. I got a date at 8 to celebrate with my friend Tico, Tico tock. For just a birdie and a birdie who goes nowhere. He knows of every lover's lane and how to go there. For in affairs of the heart, my Tico's terribly smart. He tells me gently, sentimentally at the start. Oh, I hear my little Tico, Tico calling to me. The time is right and shades are kind of falling. I love that not so cuckoo, cuckoo in the clock. Tico, 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 tico tock. Tico, 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 tico tock. Tico tock.
Meg told us a little bit earlier about her grandparents, so I thought I'd take a second to tell you about mine. Well, about one in particular, my granda Dinny. He was born in 1930 in Belfast, and if you do your maths right, you will just about work out that he is 90 this year. In fact, he's 90 next week, and I know he'll be watching, so I'd like to take a little second to say happy birthday, Granda. I can't wait to see you soon. When we were doing this concert, I asked him about his memories during the war, and he was only 9 when the war started, so was evacuated to a farm along with a couple of his siblings and cousins and friends. But before that, they lived in Belfast, and he told me this one story of when the air raid sirens went off and his cousins and friends that lived on the same street as him ran into his house and they all hid in the coal hole. That's the cupboard under the stairs where they used to store the coal. He said they felt safer there than they felt in the shelter. Believe it or not, there were 14 of them hiding in the cupboard under the stairs. And then all of a sudden they heard an almighty bang. They thought the bomb had hit the house was blown to pieces, they were going to leave the stairs and find they were in the middle of the street. But in fact, a brick had fallen down the chimney and they all piled out of the coal hole and rolled around the floor laughing, which I think is a gorgeous little memory to have in such a really difficult time. Granda lived through the war, was evacuated, and then went on to meet and marry my wonderful Granny Jean and have 8 children. He was a little bit too young to have met her during the war, but I know that many of you out there, your grandparents, your parents, anyone watching, did find love throughout the war. So we'd like to dedicate this next song to you.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. And love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. And love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Love was made. Love was made. Love was made for me and you.
If there's one thing us femmes love more than anything, it's food. When we started planning this concert, I spoke to my grandma to ask her about her own stories growing up as a child in World War II. And she told me she specifically remembers her own celebrations for VJ Day, where they had a big street party. And she remembers neighbours coming out with suitcases and bags full of tinned fruit and tinned salmon, things that hadn't been seen for a few years. And someone even rustled up some eggs.
How do you like your eggs in the morning? I like mine with a kiss.
Boiled or fried, I'm satisfied as long as I get my kiss.
How do you like your toast in the morning? I like mine with a heart.
Dark or light, the world's alright
As long as
our grandparents' stories, along with these songs from such a timeless era, has certainly brought us a lot of joy. When times were hard back then, and when we've been tested more recently, you come to realise that it's the little things in life that matter the most. Whether that's sharing stories, music, or quality time with loved ones, it really is those simple things that make us smile.
Smile, though your heart is breaking. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile through your fear and sorrow. Smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use in crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile.
We have been performing from our separate living rooms for 6 months now, and because we normally perform together, this lockdown has really felt like a lifetime.
And we don't only sing together, we usually brunch together, eat cake together, watch Bake Off together. Oh no, hang on, is Bake Off going to be on this year? Oh, I wish I'd brought it up, I'm feeling all emotional.
We'll have cake and we'll feel so much better. Fem life is a fun life and we cannot wait to be together once more.
Wherever we go, whatever we do, we're gonna go through it together. We may not go far, but sure as a star. Wherever we are, it's together. Wherever I go, I know she goes. Wherever I go, I know she goes. No point of view and no egos. Amigos, together. Through thick and through thin, all out or all in. And whether it's wind, place or shore, it's you for me and me for you. We'll muddle through whatever we do together. Wherever we go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to our final song, and we've chosen to finish on a number that has the sentiment of looking forward to better days. Words that would have been relevant back on August 15th, 1945, but will no doubt resonate today. So although this concert has been virtual, we'd still like to thank you all so much for coming together to join us.
And on that note, we wanted to finish by coming together as a full Femme family. Although us three originated the Femmes, there are 7 of us in total, made up of Anna, Jenna, Sarah and Bethan. So they, along with the Old Fashions, are going to join us for the finale.
We would like to dedicate this last song to everyone who served and lived through World War II, with a special mention to Captain Tom Moore, who did his bit back then and has since continued to raise the nation's spirits during the testing times we're living through now. This one is for you all, and thank you very much for listening.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of the lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk
When you walk through a storm,